We are live for another live watch along for the 2026 MLS season. Tonight we have LAFC versus the Houston Dynamo. One of two watch alongs this weekend we're going to do. I'm going to do the LAFC versus Houston Dynamo watch along tonight. And then I plan on doing the Inter Miami versus Orlando City watch along tomorrow night. So I guess you consider, because it starts at 6 o'clock, I think, something like that. I mean, I guess it really depends on where you guys are watching from. But this will be the first of two live watch-alongs we do this weekend. Hope you guys are having a great night. Hope you guys are enjoying this second week of MLS. Before we get into this game, I'm going to look up the lineup, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Make sure you guys like this stream down below. It helps us out. Make sure you share with a friend. Spread it far and wide. And also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've been thinking about our next goal for this channel. And I think my goal is I want to try to hit 15,000 subscribers by the summer, right before the World Cup. I don't know if we'll do it, but I'm going to try to. So we're almost at 12,200 already, which is crazy because we just hit 12K last Saturday. But I think our goal is to hit 15K by the World Cup. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. So we got the Houston Dynamo. Let's see. Fun game tonight. Hi, Will. Hi, chat. Mr. Michelle says Houston were impressive last week. They were. Beating Orlando. Let's see. Bank says, I know it's off topic, but do you know if Messi traveled to Orlando? I expect him to play for Orlando, or against Orlando, excuse me. I think he's going to play in that game, which will be his first game he's ever played against Orlando at Orlando. So that'd be interesting. But let's talk about this game tonight. We got LAFC versus the Houston Dynamo. Two good teams. Two good teams this year. Two teams I think are going to make the playoffs. Obviously, LAFC is very good right now. Might be the best team in MLS right now. And the Houston Dynamo, scrappy, good team in 2026. They're going to be a very good team. Matty Bogusz, former LAFC player, playing his former team tonight. His MLS return. We'll see what he can do. But if you look at the lineups with LAFC, it's pretty much the ideal starting 11. This has been the starting 11 that's been their best formation, their best lineup so far. Segura left back, Tafari center back, Porches center back, Palencia right back, Estakio playing next to Delgado, Tillman playing as a 10. Not really, not too sold on that, but it is what it is. Then Sonny playing up top, Denis Bouanga on the left, David Martinez on the right. So this is probably going to be the formation we see going forward this year. There's obviously some improvement they could do, I think, in the midfield with Delgado and Tillman, but this is the midfield we're going to see going forward. And, it's not been terrible completely. I mean, Estakio has been the saving grace, but best team in the league so far. So we'll see. Curious what you guys think. What do you think the score prediction, or what is your score prediction for this game, LAFC versus the Houston Dynamo? What is your score prediction for this match? Let's see. Watched New York Red Bulls earlier. Julian Hall again. Yeah, Julian Hall, 17 years old or 16 years old, 3 goals in 2 games. Race last week, goal this week. And Mehmeti assisted him today again, Mr. So the young American midfielder also has 2 assists in 2 games. That team had 9 Americans starting tonight. So that's very impressive. Very impressive how well they've been playing this year under Michael Bradley. So they've been very good. The breakdown is going to be interesting again this week, the weekly breakdown for what happened around the league. Michael Pelly says, good evening, Will. This should be a tough, good road matchup for LAFC. The new Houston DP looks real. Is it Guilherme? I forgot how to pronounce his name. It's like it's like Guilherme, something like that. But yeah, he's from Brazil. Very good. Had a brace in his first game. The pace was insane for him. Oh my God, his pace was nuts. He was probably up there for Player of the Week in Week 1, but he's a baller. I mean, he was a difference maker for the Dynamo in that game against Orlando City, and I think he could be their best player in 2026. I think he could be better than Ponce and Matty Bogusz, and he was better in that game. We'll see what the durability and if he plays consistently well for this team. But he was very, very good for the Houston Dynamo last week. This is going to be a tough game. This will be a very tough game for LAFC. I'm curious to see what they do in this match because it could go either way. It really could go either way. This is a tough game on the road, like someone said. The Dynamo are a very good opponent. Now, if LAFC if they blow out the Dynamo, I mean, they probably are the best team in the league, and it's not even close. We'll just have to see. I just want to see them battle tested away. We saw what they did against Real España in the Champions Cup, but that was a lower tier talent. You know, that team, God, they don't even look professional, right? This is their first road test of the season, and I want to see what they do against the Houston Dynamo, a good opponent. I think this is going to be a good game. So let's see. Misial says 2-2 draw. Bang says 3-1 for LA. Son going to score. He's Europe quality. Mr. says, I'm going to go 3-1 LAFC. Wikio says 4-0 LAFC. Michael says 3-2 LAFC, but I can see a draw too. I'm going to go 3-2 LAFC. I'm going to go 3-2. I think their back line is going to be tested a little bit more tonight because of the pace that the Houston Dynamo have. I don't think there's a lot of pace on Inter Miami's team last week. I don't think they've really seen much pace this year. I think this is going to be a game where they have a little bit more trouble and they're going to be tested more than they were in their first 3 games this year, the 2 Champions Cup games, and then obviously the Inter Miami game. This is going to be a tough game. Now, like I said a minute ago, if LAFC comes out here and beats the brakes off of them and just blows them out, then, God help the rest of the league. God help the rest of the league. But I just don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. I think it's going to be a close game. I think LAFC is still going to win this match, but I think it's going to be a close game. The Dynamo are very good this year. And Matty Bogusz is a former LAFC player who was very good, arguably their best player in 23. In 24, he was arguably their best player. 23, he was good, but 2024, arguably LAFC's best player. What is he going to do tonight against his former club? There's no bad blood between him and his former club because they sold him to Cruz Azul for like $9 or $10 million. So there's no bad blood there. But what's his motivation going to be against playing against his former club? We'll see. Misa says 2-1 LAFC. Dream says 2-0 LAFC. Mr. says, thing is, you can't read too much into results yet. It's week 2. That's true. That is 100% true. That is 100% true. You cannot read too much into week 1 results because it's such a long season. And this is a good opponent. This is a very good opponent that they're going to be playing tonight. And I could be eating my words and I could look like a complete idiot here in the next 20 minutes. But I genuinely think that Houston is going to be a really good test for them. Going to be a very good test for this LAFC team. If LAFC, what I'm looking for in this game is I'm looking for consistency like we've seen the last few games where other players on this team outside of Son Heung-min and Denis Bouanga have done things, contributed. David Martinez, Estakio, Tillman had a few good moments, I guess you could say. But see the guys around them. Now the backline's been good. Tafari and Porteous have been very good. Segura's been good at left back, and Palencia's been good at right back. But I want to see if anyone else will step up. I want to see consistency with the guys around them because if it's just Denis Bouanga and Son Heung-min, this could cause issues. They have to have more consistency around those 2 guys. Are a LAFC fan? No, I'm not I'm not a fan of any team. Not a fan of any team. Who do you think is the key to winning tonight for LAFC? Who is the key player for LAFC to win tonight? And who's the key player for the Dynamo to win tonight? I think that the key player for LAFC to win tonight is David Martinez because he's been he's been a pleasant surprise for this team in 2026. And he's obviously uber talented, but he's been a pleasant surprise for the team in 2026. And I think that I think that probably on the Houston Dynamo side, I think it's probably Guilherme is how you say Guilherme. Okay, Guilherme had a brace. The Brazilian international. Well, he didn't play for the national team, but Brazilian international, absolute baller for the Dynamo. I think if he can ball out and play like he did against Orlando City, I think he's the guy to watch out for the Dynamo. And David Martinez is the guy to watch out for LAFC. David Martinez has scored in his last two. I think it's the last two of the last three games. He scored in the first. I'm pretty sure he scored in the first. Yeah, he scored against Real España in the first Champions Cup game, and then he did score against Inter Miami. He scored the first goal of the season for LAFC in the regular season. So those are my two players to watch out for in this match. David Day says Estakio. Yeah, he didn't really have that good of a game against Inter Miami as like what we saw against Real España. His first game against Real España was very good. Against Inter Miami, he was a little bit more unnoticeable, just a little bit like he didn't have a bad game. He just didn't have the passes or, he didn't have the contribution that you would like that you saw in the first game he played for LAFC. But it was like Mister said, it's only week one. There's still so much time left. There's so much time left. There's still a lot of, there's 33 games left. So I'm not going to beat him up too bad. We'll just see what happens with his performance tonight against the Houston Dynamo. And as you guys know, we're always late because kickoff times are normally 10 to 15 minutes late. So the game should be kicking off shortly, probably the next 5 minutes. And I'm going to do a post-game recap with this game with Nick. I'll drop it, probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes after the game ends. I'll be doing a post-game recap with Nick. And guys, if you haven't already, and you get some free time, not right now because we're busy, we're doing this watch along, but when you get a chance, if you haven't watched my newest video about MLS returning to their old plan, you guys should check that video out. It's close to I think it's almost 8,000 views. So make sure you guys check that out when you get a chance. A very good video, very popular. Glad that you guys liked it. If you've seen it already and you liked it, I appreciate the support. It's always Son, but that's boring answer. I'll say Estakio. Yeah, that's why I didn't pick, Son Heung-min or Denis Bouanga. I want to do something a little bit more, little different, right? So, we expect them to play very well, but like who else? Who else is going to step up? At least MLS is smart enough to not send Son to Minnesota today. That game looked miserable, like the Chicago game. Also, yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the whole Minnesota United game. I don't even know did James Rodriguez make his debut? I had to do some other things. I don't know if they won 1-0, but I'm not sure if he even made his debut. Let's see. Looks like he didn't make his debut. Yeah, so James Rodriguez still has not made his debut for Minnesota United, which is interesting. Yeah, there were some interesting score lines around the league. Colorado beat Portland. Chicago beat the hell out of Montreal, which we're not surprised by. Montreal's not very good. I think we're going to start to see some separation between some really bad teams in the next couple of weeks. Week 5, I think we'll have a good indication of who's good and who's bad. But yeah, week 1, week 2 is too early to really make any definitive any definitive answers if a team is good or bad. It's crazy that the World Cup is 3 months away. Who do you support? I don't know if you can see. Got 2 banners back here. Got the USA, which is my number 1 team, and then Germany is my number 2. And if you guys are just now joining us, we got 50 of you in here. I expect more people to pour in when the game starts. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you haven't already. We're at 19 likes. Let's try to get to 100 likes on this stream. Like this stream down below if you haven't already. It's free and it helps us out. So smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 15K by the World Cup, and we're only 120 or no, excuse me, 170 subscribers away from 12,200. We are just shooting up. We've gained like 200 subscribers since last weekend, which is absolutely crazy. So Kansas City and Montreal are front runners for the wooden spoon. Yes, they are. They are for I don't know who's the worst team in the league. I would assume it's probably gonna be Montreal, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what who ends up being the worst of the worst. But there's a lot of candidates that are bad. The Galaxy could be bad again. The Galaxy are not looking good either. LAFC lose or tie this one, I think. There's a good chance they could. I think it's gonna be 3-2 LAFC, but I don't know. This is a tough game. This is a game that's going to tell me how good they are. Because as good as the performance was against Inter Miami 3-0, the win, it was at the Coliseum in LA. So obviously it was a home game essentially. And there was more fans there for LAFC than Inter Miami. So I'm going to be curious to see what what LAFC can do against the Dynamo on the road. This is not a short trip, guys. I don't know if some of you guys who are watching that are abroad, from outside the United States, but the travel from LA to Houston is still pretty far. It's like 2,000 miles. It's like 2,000 miles. They're flying, but still, that's a long travel. That's brutal. The Black and Rojo Post says checking in. It won't be DC United. I'll tell you that. Are you talking about as far as the wooden spoon? No, the DC United is much better this year. Much better this year. And I think they could beat Austin tomorrow. They're a lot better team under Weiler this year. So we'll see what they do going forward. Atlanta were looking pretty bad earlier. Yeah, I don't know I think they're going to have to rebuild that team. I don't really like any of the DPs on that team. Even Almiron, I'm not really too crazy about him just because he's older. They're going to have to rebuild that team. And Latte Lot might be the biggest bust in history of the league because of his price. Cost $30 million. He had 5 or 6 goals last year. He's got 0 goals this year. He sucks. He's not good. Not good. Go LAFC. Go MLS. Schaffelberg is still out for LA. Yeah, I think I don't remember what his injury is, but yeah, he's going to be out for a little bit. Which makes you wonder if it had been known his injury before the trade, if they would have done it still. By the way, the odds tonight for the game, 45% win probability for LAFC, 29% for the Dynamo, 26% for a draw. So LAFC are the heavy favorites to win this game. And we're about to kick off. We got to have that 10-minute delay, as we always do. About to kick off. Finally. Long wait. As normal. See what happens. Remember, my prediction is 3-2 if you're just joining us. But LAFC been cooking. And they're talking to their former teammate Matty Bogusz, Denis Bouanga, and Malik Tillman. Excuse me, Timothy Tillman. Timothy Tillman and Denis Bouanga. We're talking to Bogusz. All right, we officially kicked off. We're underway. LAFC versus the Houston Dynamo. Refresh this. There we go. And I was surprised LAFC had a midweek or a Tuesday night CONCACAF Champions Cup game against Real España, which most of the starters still played in. Son Heung-min played 45 minutes. Denis Bouanga played a significant amount of time in that game. A lot of these guys played in that game, which really didn't make any sense. They were up like 6-1, 7-1 on the aggregate. I don't understand why they played that much, but they did. So they've got 45 minutes of mileage on them already this week. So we'll see how much energy they have coming out of the gate. But Genero, it's still, I think the names change. I'm pretty sure your name used to be Ashcan, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm sorry if it's not, but what's up? Appreciate you for joining us. Kicked off officially. Yes, we have. Josh Sargent seems like he could be a similar player to Surridge. I think he's better than Surridge. Honestly. And who knows? This game could be even more low scoring. This could be a 1-1 or 1-0 result. All right, Denis Bouanga left side looking for Sonny. Good pass to Sonny. A little bit too wide though. Goes to the Houston Dynamo, was able to recover it, but they passed out of bounds for it's going to be a LAFC throw in. I still think this LAFC team needs some creativity in the midfield. I would expect them to try to get someone in the summer, but Boudry was supposed to be a guy who they signed. He's a U22 spot, so he costs a little bit of money, and he's still not starting. He did start that game against Real España this week, but he's not started an MLS game yet. So 0 for 2 when it comes to MLS games. Wonder when he's going to, get integrated. Oh God, I wonder when he's going to get integrated into the starting 11. Oh, another bad pass out of bounds. That looked like it went out of bounds. Very surprised they didn't blow a whistle there. That looked like it went out of bounds. A bad pass from Matty Bogusz. Went to the Pele store. Guess whose jersey was sold out? Plenty of Messi. Oh, David Martinez. Good play by David. Bad pass to Son Heung-min, and then it looks like Palencia to skyrocket it. I don't whose jersey was it? Was it Ronaldo? Bro, Boudry looked really nice on Tuesday. We'll see what he looks like in MLS level, though. I agree with that. Yes, see, I remember Ashcan, so I remember that. Yeah, I remember the picture. It's just the names. I don't know why they switched the names from the ats instead of what it used to be. So that's what kind of throws me off. So what happened to Paul Areola? He's just injury prone. He's injury prone. I remember when they bought him DC United from Tijuana back in like 2017, big money for him, and he's always had some potential, but he just can't ever stay healthy. Jay Shawnee says, Son, we're 4 minutes in. I can't believe it's already been 4 minutes. So it's 0-0. We'll see what happens. But I'm telling you, I feel like this could be one of those stubborn games where very low scoring, but we'll see. Oof. It's gonna be a goal kick for LAFC. Angus says, hello, Will. How are you doing? I'm doing well. By the way, if you're just joining us, guys, this is going to be the first of 2 live watch alongs this weekend. I'm going to be doing this one tonight, and I'm also going to be doing a live watch along tomorrow for Inter Miami versus Orlando City. That's a huge game for many reasons because obviously we got to see how Miami bounces back after their loss to LAFC. And also, it's Messi's first game he's ever played at Orlando City. So it's a huge game across the board. We'll be doing a live watch along for that one tomorrow at 6:20 Eastern Standard Time. So just be on the lookout for that. If you're new and just joining us, make sure you hit the like button down below. Jenny says, I'm watching from South Korea now. Is MLS popular in the United States? Not as popular as it should be. It's okay. I mean, I would. It's not. It's probably not considered popular. Honestly, it's not. It's not where it's supposed to be, but it is starting to gain some traction. It is starting to get more popular, but overall, no, it's not. I would not classify it as popular just because it's not the most popular of the main sports. It's not even the most popular soccer league in the United States. The Premier League and Liga MX, the Mexican league, are more popular than MLS, but I think that's going to change here in the next couple of years. So didn't know Orlando was another team Messi has duck that plane. Yeah, I can't believe it. I think it's like 4 possible times and he's never played. Oh, Cleared out by Porteous, out of bounds. Going to be another goal kick, or excuse me, corner for the Houston Dynamo. And also, too, Tafari has been playing very well for LAFC this year. He's been playing very well, but is the luck going to run out? I'm not sold on Tafari. I don't think he's really that good. I think he's had a good spell playing well, but I don't think he's that good. But we'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see if his magic can continue. Let me fix my headset real quick. There we go. Much better. All right. Corner. Oh. Guilherme, that was a beautiful cross or goal corner kick from Guilherme. I mean, that was beautiful. I'm telling you, I think he might be their best player, the Dynamo. Guilherme is very good. Guilherme is very, very good. Number 20 for the Dynamo. Very, very good player. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you for joining in. Oh, Denis wins it. Tillman. Delgado. Back to Tillman. Out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for LAFC. Delgado's going to have to have a big game too. Estakio. Get him some space. Ooh, David Martinez. Nice touch. Oh, he's fouled, but they don't call it. Played out of bounds by Palencia. Vantage played, though. I think it's going to be LAFC's ball still. RSL beating Seattle 2-0 right now. I don't think they beat Seattle, or Seattle has beat RSL there in like 14 years or something like that. It's been a long time. But I'm telling you, the Sounders are in trouble this year. I'm telling you, they are in trouble this year. They are not that good. I got beat up for saying that, but I'm just telling you, they are not that good. Gozo looks really good. He does. Maybe I should just. Oh yeah, for RSL, is Gozo having a good game for RSL? I was watching a little bit of it, but I didn't see if he can assist. All right, chat. 9 minutes in, it's 0-0. Houston LAFC. It's still early. There's still 81 minutes. But what do you think about this game so far? How was LAFC looking? Almost 10 minutes in the first half. Are they looking comfortable? They look a little bit uncomfortable. Like how would you say they're looking so far? I think they look okay, but they're not really getting anything in the final third. David Martinez had the one chance, but it was a bad pass to Son Heung-min. We'll say MLS is pretty popular in certain markets like Seattle, though. At least the production doesn't look like minor league soccer anymore. That's true. That's true. Uh-oh. Oh, nice play by Tillman. Delgado. So, see, Sony's having to come so deep. That was a problem last year. He's having to come back way too deep to try to get the attack going. Segura. Denis Bouanga. Oh, everyone possession back. See, it's like they're having to pass the ball back. They're not able to really get anything in the final third or in the attacking half of the field. They're not really able to get anything going. Houston is like clamping down on them every time they get the ball. Like anytime that they have any type of possession in a danger spot, they're just clamping down 2-3 guys. Tafari, nice pass. Denis, oh, terrible whiff. Denis is not a good volleyer. He's not. Listen, I like Denis Bouanga. He's fast. He can score, but he is not very technical. He's not very technical. He cannot pass the ball very good, and he sure as hell cannot score off a volley very well either. Like he's got physical tools, but technically he's just not. He could be better. Dybala's contract is out of contract this summer. If an attacking mid is needed, he's injury prone. However, yeah, I don't think they're going to go for Dybala. I think they'll go for a cheaper option than Dybala. I'm not sure who, but I think they're going to go for someone a little bit cheaper. So we'll see. We'll see what the LAFC do. But I do expect them to sign somebody. They're going to have to. 12 minutes in, 0-0. Oh, David, too high. Looked like Sonny might have been fouled on that too, on the pass to David Martinez. Estakio brings so much calm to the midfield. It doesn't show in the stat sheet, but it's there. He has a calm presence for sure. I do agree with that, but I do think they need him to do a little bit more, like we saw the first game against España, Mr. Just because they really need to have a playmaker, and the defensive midfielder shouldn't be the playmaker, but he kind of is, and we saw he can do it. David Martinez, beautiful pass to Segura. Sonny running down the middle. Tillman calling for the ball. Segura ignores it, passes out wide to Denis. Denis cuts right. Passes it to Tillman. Bad pass, too much on it. Taken away by the Houston Dynamo. Looks like Estakio fouled Ponce. It's going to be Houston Dynamo ball. If Bouanga were technically stronger, he'd be in a better league. He's just flawed enough. No, that's true. And I have said that to be fair, I have said that if he was more technical, he'd be playing in a top 5 league, probably for a top 5 team, because he is super damn fast. Like he might be the fastest player in MLS. He might be. So if he was a little bit more technically sound, he would be playing in a top 5. He'd be playing for one of the better teams in the world for sure. Oof, almost a dangerous pass by the Dynamo. Carlos with the ball. Ooh, Guilherme playing on the left side, kind of playing deep too. I don't think the Dynamo have looked too bad either. I think the Dynamo have looked pretty decent so far. Somebody will probably bid for Dybala in the summer. Maybe. He's 32, almost 33 years old. Maybe I could see him coming to MLS. I'm just not sure with his injury history if that would be a good move, but I could see it. Oh, Matty Bogusz. Oh, Dwayne Holmes. Out of bounds, going to be a throw in for the Dynamo. How good is Houston? I think Houston's pretty good this year. They're not a bad team at all. I think they're a pretty good team. I would say that they're probably like between 5th and 8th in the Western Conference, but they're good enough to beat LAFC. They're good enough to beat them. It's a tough game for LAFC. This might be one of their toughest game. This might be the toughest game they played all year because it's on the road. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be another throw in for Houston. Son's father was enthusiastic for Son's soccer life when he was very young. I heard about it many times in Korea. Yeah, no, I think I know that their family's really, really close. And yeah, I mean, he's incredible. He's done a lot for Korean football, right? Oof, cleared out by Estakio. Out of bounds. Probably it's gonna be another throw in for Houston Dynamo. 3 throw ins in a row. Matty Bogusz crosses it. Oh, nice cross. Oh, what a save by Hugo Lloris. Oh my God, that's a beautiful cross. What a save by Hugo Lloris. Oh, God, Estakio just tackled Ponce. There's going to be a battle between Estakio and Ponce. My God, he just tackled him. Man, that was a beautiful cross by Matty Bogusz. Or not Matty Bogusz. Yeah, was it Matty Bogusz who crossed it? I think it was. But either way, it doesn't matter. That was a great save by Hugo Lloris. What a save. Carlos got a header on it and he couldn't score. But man, what a save by Hugo Lloris, the 40-year-old French goalkeeper. He might not be 40 yet, but he's close. But wow. No call. Things are starting to open up a little bit. Tillman. Out wide. Denis Bouanga. Denis. Looking for Sonny. Cleared by Carlos. Okay, it was McGlynn. All right, it was McGlynn. Yeah, I didn't think Matty Bogusz could clear like that. He never could with LAFC. That was a huge issue with Drew. Yeah, Jack McGlynn's got a hell of a left foot. That was a beautiful cross by Jack McGlynn. That was a beautiful cross by Jack McGlynn. Palencia to Sonny. Sonny back to Palencia. Oh, nice. Oh, nice play by Palencia. Estakio out wide. Martinez back to Palencia to Estakio. Estakio passes out to Tafari. The problem is it can't be pass back FC, man. You can't be pass back FC. Bad pass by Denis Bouanga. Out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for LAFC, though. Bad pass by Delgado. Palencia is able to save it, though. Porches, good pass to Delgado. Tillman, beautiful pass. David Martinez can get to it. He is. He can. Oh, cleared out of bounds. It's going to be a goal. It's going to be a corner for LAFC. That was a good clearance by Halter. It's going to be a goal. It's going to be a corner kick for LAFC. 19 minutes in, 0-0, Houston versus LAFC. David Martinez taking the corner. David Martinez obviously has a hell of a left foot. See what he can do here. Takes the corner. Oh, cleared out. LAFC is able to keep possession, though. Tillman. Looking for Porches. Porches. Oof. He was getting pulled down like crazy. They were grabbing his jersey like crazy. Surprised there wasn't a foul there. I mean, he was like the Houston player was like pulling him down. It's going to be another corner for LAFC. Oh, Timo Werner's playing. Nice. Sonny plays it in to Denis. Denis fouls. Matty Bogusz going to be Houston's ball. LAFC is actually dominating possession tonight. That wasn't the case against Miami. LAFC's got 70% of the possession tonight, but it doesn't really feel like it too much. Maybe it's just because they haven't been able to do much with the ball when they've had it. Stadium field facilities look very nice. Yeah, they do. Houston has a pretty nice stadium. Guilherme was trying to cut back, but poked away by David Martinez. Estakio, bad pass by Estakio, but it's able to be recovered by LAFC on the break. Tillman. Oh my God, Tillman, you gotta keep your head up, man. McGlynn fouled. Tillman got a yellow, but he had Denis running down the field. He had Denis. If he had kept his head up, maybe he could have passed it to him. Played a nice through ball to him. So Jack McGlynn's the first one to go in the books with a yellow in this game so far. Almost 22 minutes in. Houston, LAFC 0-0. Estakio with a free kick. Passes it back to Safari. This team looks a little, I mean, I wouldn't say they look tired. They just, nice pass. Sonny couldn't get to it. Cleared out by Jonathan Bond. Que pasa, nephew? What's going on? Janice says lawn condition looks amazing for players. Yeah, it's not bad. It does not look too bad. It looks really good, actually. Dav Martinez. They've done a good job eliminating him tonight, too. Dav Martinez hasn't got the space we've seen him get in the last couple games the LAFC have had. So they need Boudry. I've been saying that they need some playmaking ability in the middle of the field. They don't have it. Sonny, beautiful pass to David Martinez. David Martinez trying to pass it to Tillman, but couldn't put enough on it. They need a playmaker bad. They need a playmaker. And that is why I gave them such a poor offseason grade, because they did not address the playmaker position like they needed to. Maybe they did with Boudry, but he's not even playing. So I can't say for sure he's the solution. Sonny out wide on the ball, passes it to Estakio. Estakio was looking for Sonny, but Bogus picks it off. Matty Bogus. Oh, nice play by Bogus, but lost the ball. Dude, Bouanga is so frustrating, honestly. He's a very frustrating player. Yeah, I know he did. There's a ball on the play right now. There's two balls on the play of field right now, which is crazy. Oof. $25 minutes in, it's 0-0. LAFC versus Houston Dynamo. 0-0. 25 minutes in. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe Boudry, sub. We'll talk about this more at halftime, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe sub in at halftime. Porches to Delgado. Delgado to David Martinez. Bad pass by David Martinez, but it's be able to save by Plenty's able to save it. Oh. Yeah, Ben Olsen might get a red if you don't chill. I think every player's. Oh, Sonny, able to keep it. Is he gonna? Sonny. Oh, side of the net. Goal kick. He's arguing with the ref though. He's pissed. Son Heung-min is arguing with the ref. I think he's saying that the ball was deflected, or maybe he's saying he got fouled. Let's see. Did he get fouled? Good run by Sonny though. Segura with a nice pass too. Beautiful pass. What the hell was the defenders do? Carlos was. Maybe he did. Maybe he did touch that, Carlos. Let me see. Yeah, I think he might have. I don't know. I can't tell if he got a foot on that. Sonny obviously thought he did. Either he thought he fouled him. Oh, Tillman called for a foul. Michael Pelly says it's a humid night in Houston tonight. Also, that's one of the biggest challenges in MLS is all the different climate and elevation. differences throughout the country. That's true. That's true. 2,000 miles away, different elevation, super, probably hotter than uh, it is. Maybe it's not hotter than it is in LA, but Texas heat, humidity is no joke. No joke at all. Gilherme, Jack McGlynn. See if Houston can pull one back before halftime. 27 minutes in, 18 minutes left in the first half plus added time. Oof, that was a bad cross. Cleared out by Denis Bouanga. Houston's able to win possession back. Jack McGlynn to Matty Bogusz. Back to Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn passes out wide to Gilherme. Oh, he loses possession. Don Martinez got the ball. Oh my God, he's got Sonny running. Nice pass to Son Heung-min out wide left. Sonny pushed down by Carlos. No call though. I thought my city, St. Louis, is hella humid, but Houston is real bad. Yeah, Texas is bad in general, but yeah, for sure. Is Houston usually humid though out the year like Asia? I have not visited Houston yet. Yeah, I think it is. Adam says, would Werner scoring on his debut be bad for the league's image, or would it be worth it for all the attention it would draw? Maybe both. Maybe both. Werner is apparently playing outside. He's playing out wide. Interesting. I mean, I guess he technically at one time had the pace to maybe play as a winger, but I thought they'd play him up top. But Bruce Arena might like him better as a winger at this point. Jack McGlynn passes out wide to Gilherme. Nice touch. Palencia is able to poke it away, but Borges tries to clear it out. It's going to be a throw in for Houston. Asia is usually very humid in the summer and a lot of typhoons. Yeah, I mean, Texas is really humid, and I don't know if it's as humid as Asia. I've never been to Asia, but it might be. It might be. I mean, Texas humidity is pretty bad, so it definitely could have an effect on this game if you're not used to it. Especially because this is their third game since Saturday, including Saturday. They played Saturday against Miami. They played on Tuesday against Real España, and now they're playing again, obviously, against the Dynamo. So they played 3 games in 7 days. Thirty minutes in, 0-0. I'm going to be very curious. We'll save it all for halftime. You know, I don't want you guys to spoil anything, but I'm curious to see what you guys have thought about this first half and who do you think has been the better team between the two clubs. Very curious to see what you guys say about that. But I think it's been pretty evenly matched so far. Although I will say that Houston hasn't had as many opportunities. We'll look at the halftime stats, but based on the memory from watching this, and I don't think they really had that many good chances so far outside of the cross from Jack McGlynn. I don't think they really had any really good chances in this match. I think they've only had maybe one, maybe 2 shots this game, maybe 2. Kenny says, "Damn, even LA was pretty warm today." What was the temperature in LA today? Angus says, "I was once in Indonesia during the winter. It was nice, but did not notice humidity." You did not notice the humidity. Interesting. Looks like there's quite a bit of Dynamo fans at the game, which is nice. It's going to be a free kick for Houston. "31 minutes in. All right, Jack McGlynn's going to take it. Ricketts with 2 assists in 2 games. Nice. Jack McGlynn taking the free kick. Oh, damn, that almost went to Ponce. Jack McGlynn has a nasty left foot. He has a nasty, nasty left foot. Bogusz. Oh my God, dude. He's wide open. Maddie. Pass it back to Jonathan Bond. Sonny's pressing him. Bond clears it to Bogusz. Oh, Ponce with some space. Pass it to McGlynn. McGlynn to Guilherme. Guilherme. Oh, good defending by Porteous. Oh, Tillman. Space. He's got Sonny going. They're clamping down Sonny. He didn't pass it. Way too long. He's going to be offside. It looks like he's going to be offside. They haven't raised the flag yet, but it looked like he was offside. Yep, he was offside. Tillman waited way too long. He waited way too long. The San Jose kids look terrible. Yeah, I didn't have them rated pretty. I did not have them rated highly on my MLS 2026 kits tier list. I didn't think they were that good. I don't think that's Ponce. His name, what? Ezekiel Ponce, number 9 for Houston. Mid 80s in February is crazy. Although it was actually no joke. It was actually pretty warm in Tennessee today. It was like 73 today, so that's not too crazy. It was very warm in Tennessee today. Very warm. Beautiful weather today here. Can't complain. Pass too slow. Pass was way too slow. He waited way too long. He passed him offside because he waited too long. And that's what I'm saying. Tillman is not, he can't be your playmaker. He cannot be. He's not that good. He's not that guy. So Tillman cannot be the playmaker. If I were Mark Dos Santos, I'd be bringing Boudry in the second half. But that's why I said you have to be calm and collective, and you can't make judgment on things too early, just because as good as LAFC have looked, it's still very early in this season. Uh-oh. Like Denis got a yellow. Yeah, Denis, he's not having a good game, so he's frustrated so far. He is not having a good game. No, Ponce's definitely playing. He's number 9. I'm talking about for you talking about for the Dynamo? Any reference to the Grateful Dead will lower my ranking a lot. I want to sack the board, excuse me. It said, so this team can't defend the entire pitch. The entire back line has to push up and put pressure in their half. Tillman, you scrub. Yeah, Tillman is. No, I'm telling you, Ponce's definitely number 9. I promise. Oh, he is number 10. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. My bad. You're right. That isn't Ponce. Where the hell is Ponce at then? Is he hurt? I could have sworn it said he was playing. He was playing earlier. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think is it Linger? Yeah, Linger. What? So he's Czech. He's obviously a Czech international. What happened to Ponce? Is he hurt? Good call, Tamiathan. Good call. Appreciate that. By the way. Oh, David Martinez out wide. Denis. Oh, Sonny, the rebound. Sonny. Oh, good save. Great save by Jonathan Bond. Wow. Great save by Jonathan Bond. Saved Denis Bouanga's shot, and then Son Heung-min got the rebound, and then he saved that too. Good goalkeeping by Jonathan Bond. God, David Martinez is so talented. Bad pass there though. He should have laid up more. That wasn't a crazy save by Denis Bouanga, but the good save on Son Heung-min by Jonathan Bond. It's going to be a corner for LAFC. Timo Werner just got his first assist for San Jose. Oh, cleared out. Interesting. It was a good save. Kenny says, I just enjoy a cold beer right now. Jenny says, golden chance has gone for LA. Yeah, that was not a good pass by David Martinez because he played it behind Denny instead of leading him. Denny didn't have a good shot, and then Sonny, it was, obviously there was a lot of guys around, and Jonathan Bond saved it. Ponce, it's a lower body injury. I wonder how long he's going to be out for. Yeah, what a job by the goalie. Yeah, Jonathan Bond, former LA Galaxy goalkeeper. Great job by him. Now Estakio's arguing with the ref. Hell, there's going to be like 3 or 4 yellows. "38 minutes in, 0-0. Sonny's playing deep. He's in the midfield. It's a bad sign when he has to play that deep. That he has to come that far back to, decent pass. Nah, it's a bad pass. Look at handball, though. Handball. It's going to be a dangerous spot, too. Sonny's going to be in prime territory for a free kick. I can't believe he's trying to argue this. That was clearly a handball. Yeah. Came off his head, went on his left arm. Is that going to be an LAFC free kick? How's it not a free kick? Wow. So is it going to be a goal or a free kick for the Dynamo? They're saying that Sonny was offside. Yeah, it's going to be a free kick for Houston. It's weird. I thought that would be a free kick for LAC. That was clearly a handball. I don't think Son Heung-min was offside. 40 minutes in, 0-0. Couldn't imagine there being more than like maybe 1 or 2 minutes of add time. There not a lot of time wasting in the first half. Maybe a minute or two. So I would say we probably have 5 minutes left plus 2 minutes of added time in the first half. Delgado to Porches. Man, they got to get some creativity in that midfield. Oh, Sonny. Out wide to Palencia. Oh, Palencia passing it, but no one's there. Are the refs giving some home cooking tonight or what? No, I mean, I don't think that that's necessarily the thing, but I mean, they've definitely missed some calls tonight. Bogush out wide. Bogush. Linger. Guilherme. Oof. Over the post. Good from 50 if it was a field goal, right? Guilherme. Arcel striker seems to have suffered a leg injury and had to be helped off by the trainers. Are they still up 2-0 over the Sounders? That was a good cutback by Linger. That was a good cutback by him. Werner, yep. Someone mentioned earlier that Werner got an assist. So is San Jose beating down Atlanta 2-0? So it's 2-0. So it was Werner to Buda. Wonder if it was a nice assist though. Oh, Palencia. Oh, nice touch. Palencia. Martinez. David Martinez out wide to Palencia. Estakio. Oh, God. Pass back FC. Look at this assist real quick by Timo Werner. Oh, nice pass by Timo Werner. I do not play kick base. I don't do any fantasy. I don't do any fantasy sports in general. 2-1 RSL leading. So they pulled one back. Interesting. Into their second match, Atlanta isn't so great thus far. We shall see if there is improvement. Yeah, I thought they might struggle. I said earlier I don't like their DPs. I'm not a big fan of Atlanta's DPs. So we'll see what happens. Still a lot of season left, but 30 seconds left plus added time. 0-0 still. Segura pacing forward, passes out wide to Bouanga. Bouanga crosses it. Nobody there because he's not good at crossing. Man, it's a rough night so far for LAFC. Very rough night so far. Two minutes of added time. That's what I thought it would be probably close to, just because there really hadn't been a lot of time wasting tonight. So I figured it would probably be about 2 minutes of added time. So 45 minutes plus 2 minutes of added time left in the first half. It's 0-0 Houston Dynamo versus LAFC. I'd say we probably get one more push by Houston, maybe one more push by LAFC. We'll see. Okay, well, they got possession back. Still have one more push, I'd say. Sonny pass out wide to Palencia. Palencia looking for Martinez. Bad hit by Martinez. It's going to go out for a Houston Dynamo throw in. Adam says they should have gone for Joseph Martinez in Atlanta on half a leg. He's better than Latte Lot. And linking him with Almiron and Tata might have helped the team overall. Yeah, I do think they really should have made a play for him. I thought maybe he would come back. He hasn't played for the team since 2020. 2022, I want to say, maybe even 2021. So that would have been a good reunion to have them together, but it just wasn't in the cards. Maybe next year. Yeah, Timo Werner is in MLS and plays for the San Jose Earthquakes. Got about 40 seconds left of 40 seconds left of added time. Looks like Sonny just got fouled by Carlos. He gets a red card. Wow. Red card for Carlos. Was foul on Sonny. That changes the whole game right there, folks. That changes the entire game. Carlos shown red for fouling Son Heung-min. Let's see. Let's look at the replay on this. Sonny's still down. He looks like he's in pain. Let me see. Let me see what happened. Let me see. Did he step on his boot? Yeah, Sonny looks pretty hurt right now. Oh, back of the calf. Oh, uh-oh. All right, let's see. I want to see a replay on this. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. He clipped him in the back of the heel, like right on the back of his heel. Oof. Let's see. Oh, yeah. He stepped right on his Achilles. Oh. Is he still down? That's not a, hey, listen, that is not something to play with, an Achilles. He's making his claim saying that it was clean, but I mean, he did step on the back of his Achilles. And Sonny looks like he is hurting bad. You think it's only a yellow? Wow. Well, if anyone thought that Houston, they were cooking the books for Houston and thought they were rigging this for them, I mean, all right, looks like Sonny's going to be fine. It looks like he'll be okay. Let me see the play. Let's see this in a different angle, maybe a better view. I mean, he didn't. Maybe it shouldn't have been a red, but he didn't even touch the ball. I mean, he clipped him right in the back. Yeah, they might check this out in VAR and see if it was a red. I mean, if they play with 10 men, this game should open up a lot in the second half. Yeah, Ben Olsen looks pissed. It's clumsy, but that's harsh. And this is even coming from a guy who's obviously, I want to sack the board as a, Son Heung-min fan. And he's even saying it's harsh. So I don't know. Maybe they'll check it out in VAR. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Carlos is just at the end outside of the pitch. He's just sitting there watching the game. He's in disbelief. So I guess they're not going to check this on VAR to see if it was a red. It's going to stick as a red. And this game's going to open up significantly in the second half. Check complete. Yep, red card. Wow. He appears to look at Son's Achilles like he's aiming on it, or aiming at it, excuse me. The ref saw the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, it did look like maybe it was a little intentional. I mean, he didn't even go for the ball, so it is what it is. I mean, he's not coming back. So he just blasted it, goes out of bounds. Carlos is arguing with somebody. I think he wants to talk to the ref. He's probably gonna get suspended for a couple games if he doesn't watch what he's doing. I mean, he's got a red card and now he's trying to argue. He's waiting for the ref. He's literally sitting there waiting for the referee. Wow. All right, guys, that's the end of the first half. It's 0-0. The only thing that really happened in the first half that's somewhat okay. So he's talking to Carlos, talking about he's talking. Carlos is talking to Son Heung-min. He's talking to Son Heung-min, but I know he wants to talk to that referee. But 0-0. LAFC versus Houston Dynamo. Most interesting thing that happened in the first half was the red card that was given to Carlos for his clipping of the heel of Son Heung-min. So the Houston Dynamo are going to have to play the entire second half down with 10 men. That's going to open up the game significantly. We will probably see more goals in the second half because of this. But I want to ask you guys, what would you rate that first half 1 through 10 for both teams, the LAFC and the Dynamo? 1 through 10, how would you rate that first half? 1 being shit, like we always talk about, and 10 being great. Give me your ranking. But also, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys smash this like button down below. We are at 40 likes. We have 100 people watching live with us right now. Make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 15K by the World Cup. We are less than 3,000 subs away. We've gained 200 since last Saturday. So we are absolutely buzzing right now. We have a crazy amount of momentum. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, so let's get some scores for the first half performance by both of these teams. Kenny says he gives both of them a 6. Mr. says 6 each. Both canceled each other out. Rush the blood at the end from Carlos. Yeah, so I'll wait for some more. Let's see. Metro Bulls TV. Andrew, appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. Good luck. Hey, congratulations to your Red Bulls, man. They look really good, and they're exciting in a different way because of how young they are. Michael Bradley might be the truth. So for this first half, and I'll get some more, I guess, scores from you guys of how you thought the first half is for each team. I would say that it was probably a 5 for both teams. There were some good saves. There was one good save by Lloris. There was 2 good saves by Jonathan Bond. But as far as the attack, it's been very underwhelming in the first half. And if we look at the stats, it didn't look like the Dynamo really had any chances in the first half. I only remember 1 shot, but apparently they had 6. So, well, I guess they did have a couple of shots, but 1 good shot. They had 6 shots, 1 on target. LAFC had 9 shots, 2 on target. And the expected goal rate for the Dynamo was 0.47, and expected goal rate for LAFC was 0.87. 66%. LAFC had 1 possession 66% of the time to the Dynamo's 34% of the time. And LAFC had about 150 passes more than the Houston Dynamo. So this game did feel like a stalemate in the first half. I don't think that LAFC looked very good in the first half, especially in the attack. They have to do this thing where Son Heung-min has to play so far back to get the ball to try to create anything in the final third. And that is a bad sign for how things are going when he has to do that. And I think that they clearly showed they need that playmaker on this team, which I've been saying all offseason long. I was saying that last year with Nick. They need a playmaker. And they really didn't get one. Or if they do, it's Boudry, and he's not playing. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's a 5 for each team. It's been a stalemate, but it's also been a frustrating stalemate because they've had some chances and it's just been piss poor play in the final third for both of these teams in a lot of cases. So, and Angus says he's a 5 on each. Ernest says 5 each. Adam says 5, not enough quality either individually or as teams. Yeah, I think that there's been a lot left. They have left a lot to be desired in this first half, both teams. And if I have to say a guy that's disappointed me the most in the first half, it's Denis Bouanga, and maybe even Tillman's up there. Denis Bouanga has had some bad crosses. He has had some bad shots, and I just don't think he's doing enough in the final third. He just does things that frustrate you. We talk about his technical or lack thereof ability with Denis Bouanga. But Tillman, on the other hand, too, there was a couple plays where he had someone running down the right side, whether it's David Martinez or Son Heung-min in the middle of the pitch running down. And he should have passed it, and he held onto the ball too long, which caused it to be offside. Tillman just doesn't make the decision quick enough. He just doesn't make the decision quick enough. He's not a playmaker, but they're asking him to be something that he's not. So that you just see the deficiencies with this team so far in this game. I mean, honestly, I think the best player for LAFC in the first half was probably was probably Palencia. I think Palencia might have been the best player for them in the first half. And I think the best player for Houston the first half was uh was Jonathan Bond, the goalkeeper. He had two great saves on LAFC. He saved the shot. Denis Bouanga, not the best shot, but it was a bad pass from David Martinez. But the rebound that he had from the shot from Denis Bouanga that Son Heung-min got, I mean, that was a great shot. That was a great save. I mean, that was a very good save by Jonathan Bond. So I think that if I had to give my best performances for each team the first half, I'd be curious to see what you guys think. Jonathan Bond for the Dynamo and Palencia for LAFC in the first half. Now let's read some comments here. Sonny is so smart to exploit Houston's foolish provocations to his advantage. If I want to sack the board, says if I see a back three against one man and it's official, you can, but not the idea. Dolo ball. Yeah. Let's see. That was not a red. Giancarlo says, let's see. Los player, not value. Adam says it's feast or famine with Bouanga. The second half will be a feast. Mr. says, I'd bring Boudry on for Tillman now. Houston are a man down. Hammer it home. I think that would be the smart move to do that. I think that they should bring on Boudry in the second half, especially because he's a U22. And I thought they brought him in to be the playmaker that they need. We haven't seen that so far with LAFC. We clearly see they need some playmaking help. So I think that would be a very smart move on Houston's part, or excuse me, LAFC's part, to bring in Boudry to try to get something going in the attack. We'll see if that's what they do. I don't know. Mark Dos Santos, we haven't really seen what he does when it comes to his substitutions and adjustments, but this is going to be one where he's going to be tested. So we'll see what he does against the Houston Dynamo. But to be fair, there is a chance he could just roll out the same starting 11 because they are down a man. Maybe things do open up just organically because of that with the same starting 11. But if it were me, I would definitely bring on Boudry for sure. Definitely bring on Boudry. It's a very quiet 63 possession for LAFC, lack of purpose. And that's why I said earlier, it was kind of like the same way with Houston with LAFC and Inter Miami last week. Inter Miami dominated possession against LAFC, but you would never know it because they weren't converting or they were not capitalizing on all those opportunities. But it's the same tonight. LAFC is dominating Houston in the possession stat, but they're not capitalizing on it. They're not doing anything with the ball, anything relative. So very disappointing. But I want to ask you guys this too, because we're at halftime. We do this every single halftime watch along. What is your score prediction for the second half of this game? It's 0-0, very lackluster first half, but there are a man, the Houston Dynamo are. So things will likely open up. So I want to know what you guys think. What is your score prediction for this game in the second half? Now, I originally said it's going to be 3-2. I'm going to revise that because I don't think it's going to be 3-2 anymore. But I do think it could be 2-1 or 2-0 for LAFC, just because things are going to be a little dicey, even though their attack hasn't looked good. When you lose a center back, maybe your best center back, things normally don't go good for that team. So I think that LAFC are going to feast in the second half, even if they don't bring in Boudry. And I think that they're going to score 2 goals. And I think there's a good chance that Houston can play desperate ball and maybe pull one back. But I don't think Houston's going to win this game. I don't think they're going to even get a draw. Tillman plays so well. Good. You're high on Tillman? I think Tillman's bad, honestly, Jenny. I don't think he's that good. Kenny says, I think 1-1. Mr. says 2-0 LA. Tamiathan says, I'm assuming you mean 2-0 LAFC. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I think the floodgates are going to open. So I think there's a chance that some random comment. I think that they are going to have a hard time, the Dynamo are, of preventing LAFC from going crazy in the second half because they're down a man. And I do think if Boudry comes in, and Boudry did look good the other night, he's supposed to be the playmaker of this team. They brought him in and they declined the option to sign Andrew Morin because better they had higher expectations and they wanted something better. So they brought in Boudry. They paid $3 or $4 million for him to be their playmaker, and that's what he's going to have to be. So, I mean, they're going to have to integrate him into the starting 11 sooner than later. So we'll see if this is the game where they bring him on at halftime, he establishes himself as a starter. The question is if you bring him in, who do you take out? Are you going to take out Tillman? Are you going to take out Delgado and move Tillman back? Like what is who are they going to take him out for? Or take out for him? That's the question I have for the second half. I agree. If Houston can concentrate defending for the second half, it would not be easy to score for LA. Ernest says Tillman does bad most games and does one good thing that people forget: the mistakes. Yeah, I mean the pass he had to Sonny on offside. I mean, he held on to the ball ridiculously long, like to the point where you're like, he's not even a professional player. I mean, that was ridiculous to hold on to the ball that long. But, I mean, Tillman's limited. I'm not a big Tillman guy. Not a big Tillman guy. I like his brother. His brother's really good, but Timothy Tillman, not a big fan. Don't think he's that good. That's just me, though. I want to sack the board says, no need to read my comments in the second half. More than likely, I'll be ranting and calling out players. Well, hell, I mean, that's, at least you care enough to do that, right? Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Houston will bunker and the game will become even less dynamic. A 1-0 for either side is my prediction. Interesting. I do think they probably will bunker. They were kind of, I wouldn't say they were bunkering a lot, but they were playing a low block at some points in this game. They were a lot of guys back. Delgado and Tillman are too similar. They try to do the same things. That I agree with that, but the problem is they're playing Tillman as a 10, even though he is an 8. So that's very concerning. Against Miami, they looked lost, and most of the times he would be in the way of the play. He gave one good pass for a goal, and everyone's singing praises on Tillman. That's true. That is true, Ernest. They definitely were singing his praises. A lot of people were saying that he was, I wouldn't say a savior, but like he was very, very instrumental into their playing, right? Their success in that game against Inter Miami. Timothy Tillman is ass. That is true. No lies detected. Jesse Lingard signed for Corinthians. What the hell are they doing? I didn't even see that, honestly. That's interesting, though. Michael Pelly says, I still would rather have Griezmann at LAFC than Orlando, but as long as he's in the league. Yeah, no, I think that, and plus, I made a video about this, and, I think that's good just to have him here no matter what. And the second half is about to start, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button. 111 of you in here. Smash the like button if you haven't already. It helps us out. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Got a post game after this game with Nick Chastain of the Voice of Black and Gold. Probably be 20 minutes, 30 minutes post game. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Hopefully it'll be something exciting that happens in this second half. Did you see Werner for San Jose? I didn't see him play in his game. I'm gonna do my recap on Monday. I'm gonna watch some games this weekend that I missed, and then I did see his assist though, which was really nice. Did he score too? Okay, so he just has the assist. Okay, but he has an assist. I did see that. That was pretty nice for San Jose in his debut. I expect him to probably start next week. And Bruce Arena now has 275 wins, most in MLS history. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Is Nashville going to win? I didn't check the score recently, but I think it was what was it? It was like 0-0, I think, at halftime against FC Dallas. I mean, we'll see. Looks like they're making an adjustment. Looks like bringing in a big guy. 6'6" center back coming in for Houston. Back center back. Who did they take out? All right, second half underway. Looks like LAFC have made no changes so far. Oh, so Linger came out. So they are gonna park the bus. So they took out their striker and brought in a center back. Yeah, they're definitely parking the bus. Yeah, Griezmann is likely to join MLS. He's gonna join Orlando City. Martinez. Oh, it's a foul on LAFC. Going to be Houston ball. And this is his debut too. This kid's is MLS debut. 20 years old, 6'6", big guy. It's the first game he's ever plays. He's having to mark Son Heung-min. Oh, bad giveaway by Lloris. Oh, off the crossbar. Oh my God. Did you see that? Off the crossbar. That was so close. Oh my God, it almost went in. That would have been nuts. That would have been goal of the week instantly. What a hit. That was so close. That was so close. Wow. If they had scored that, that would have been goal of the week. Hugo Lloris might have been. I don't want to say he was caught sleeping, but man, that was close. I mean, hit the crossbar. Ernest says, not a good look for us right now. Trap game. It is a trap game. Yeah. It wouldn't look good if listen, I'll be honest with you guys. If you don't get a result, a point's not good enough. It would have been okay if you got a point if it was 11 versus 11, but the fact they have one man down, their center back, took out their striker, you guys have to get you got to get a result here. You got to get 3 points. You have to get 3 points. Down a man, you have to. Griezmann needs to be the main man wherever he goes, which rules out Miami, LAFC, Orlando would make sense. Orlando's still a random spot, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but it is random. Estakio looking for Segura. Segura passes it back to Estakio. Oh, it's going to be a throw in for LAFC. Oh, another throw in for LAFC. LAFC just, they look a little sleepy right now. Things can change quick, but Segura to Bouanga. Bouanga heads it up. Bad pass deflected. I don't think Tillman's on the bench. No, Tillman's on the bench. He's in the middle of the field right now. He's up top. He's next to David Martinez. Oh, Delgado was looking for Denis. Bad pass though. McGlynn's got the ball. Ooh, Guilherme. Guilherme's had a bad game so far. I thought he was going to be much better. He's had a terrible game. That was so close. Oh my God, that was so close. If he made that, it would have been nuts. Ooh, Timothy holds onto the ball too long. Tillman. Oh, bad pass by Estakio. Guilherme Fouled by Delgado. Yellow card to Delgado. So I think there's 3 players for LAFC now that have a yellow. 3 doing daisy cutters to the opponents. I can't. Crazy how Houston playing better than Miami versus LA. Well, I do think Miami is a good matchup for LAFC. I think Houston's a bad matchup for LAFC. Oh, Tillman. Oh my, Tillman. What are you doing? Tillman is the worst playmaker I've ever seen. He is horrible. Son Heung-min is screaming for the ball. He is wide open in the middle of the pitch, wide open, and Tillman's looking right out wide. Tillman is ass. He's so bad. He's terrible. He should not be starting. Timothy Tillman is horrible. Timothy Tillman is so bad. So bad. The vision is just not there. Delgado, Sonny, Denis Bouanga out wide. Marky Delgado, Porches, out wide of Palencia. David Martinez, Marky Delgado, looking for Tillman. Oh, Sonny! What a save by Jonathan Bond. What a save by Jonathan Bond. Even if it was offside, what a save. Jonathan Bond, player of the game so far for maybe both teams. Jonathan Bond balling out. That was a good save. That was a really good save. That was a decent header, though, I will say, by Timothy Tillman. But still, like, oh yeah, he was offside for sure. Barely, but he was offside. Good save by Jonathan Bond. Oh, nice pass to Sonny. Can you get on? Oh. Tillman out wide. He gets pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in. No, it's going to be Houston's ball. Yeah, I don't know if that was a foul, but I mean, either way, Tillman, I thought there was a chance he could have went off a San Diego player, but it's going to be a throw in for Houston. We're 54 minutes in, 0-0 still through 54 minutes, and Houston is down a man. If I'm LAFC, I'm definitely bringing in I'm bringing in Boudry as soon as possible. Foul on Guilherme. It's going to be LAFC's ball. It's going to be a free kick for LAFC. Estakio is going to take this free kick. Most likely, maybe David Martinez takes it, but they're both lined up over it so far. David Martinez is likely to play it to Son Heung-min. Nope. Whips it in. It's going to go out of bounds, though. Oof. Miss hit's going to be a goal or going to be a corner for LAFC. Miss hit by Holmes. Son Heung-min out to Marky Delgado. Delgado! What a banger! Oh man, Marky Delgado with a banger. Wow, what a beautiful goal by Marky Delgado. Wow, beautiful goal by Marky Delgado. Beautiful goal. Wow, what a goal by Marky Delgado. Beautiful goal. There's nothing that Jonathan Bond can do about that one. I mean, he whipped it in there perfectly. Outside the box, too. Beautiful goal by Marky Delgado. Beautiful goal. Wow. Sony assist, too. Yeah, someone else had to stand up. But yeah, that was a beautiful goal. Absolute beautiful class goal by Marky Delgado. You know, he's feeling good after that one. So LAFC's up 1-0 over Houston, 57 minutes in. Oh, Franco, you're watching this from the game? Nice. Got someone tuning in from the game, it looks like. That's cool. That's pretty cool if you're watching from the game. We'll see if Houston can do anything to pull one back, but it's 1-0 so far. Holmes. Oh, falls down. Oh, good defending by Tafari. Oh, Tafari. Bad pass. There's space, though. Tillman with the ball. Holds onto the ball too long. Should have passed it 5 minutes ago. Oh, Sonny pulled down outside the box. No call. Ref waves his hand. Wow. Tomathan says stand up and wave. The ref is very bad in this game, not going to lie. Tillman, where the fast breaks go to die, shake my. Yeah, Tillman's terrible, man. Tillman is so bad. He's bad. Yeah, Tillman's terrible. No, Bond was balling out before that one, but I don't think there's anything he could do about that one. 59 minutes in, Martinez to Tillman. Now that was a nice pass. That was a nice pass by Tillman. Tillman. Sonny. Oh, good save by Jonathan Bond. Sonny, he waited too long to shoot that one. Wow, Son Heung-min held onto the ball too long there. That was a good save by Jonathan Bond, though. He did have Denis Bouanga on the left side, too. And he might have been offside, too. Oh, God. Denis was wide open, too. But there's been a lot of times where Denis shot the ball and Sonny was wide open. So it is what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yeah. I want to sack the board to sign this keeper, Jonathan Bond. He's terrible with his feet though. But no, he's had a good game for the Dynamo. He's been their best player for sure. He is the best player for sure. Yeah, Bond is definitely. Oh, so he is. He's on behind the. I'm currently behind LAFC goal. That's sick. That's awesome. That's nice. Someone said to stand up and wave. Delgado out wide to Segura. Segura to Denis. Sonny to Denis. Mark Delgado. Only one on the score sheet tonight. They're pinging the ball around a little bit. I mean, they got the lead. I mean, they're probably just going to ping. I mean, they really don't have to. They're probably just going to ping the ball around. I don't think they might. Just going to eat the clock. Denis. Try to chip it over, but couldn't do it. Oh, Guilherme pulled down by Segura. No card for Segura on that one. Surprised a little bit by that. Oh, is it throw in? Wow, they didn't call a foul on Segura. Interesting. I joined on at halftime though. Do you think it was a red? Um, I'm back and forth with it, man. Honestly, I'm back and forth with. I don't know. I don't know. It's I could go either way. Some people think it was a little harsh. I'm honestly dead right in the middle. I would have liked them to go to VAR and maybe looked at it a little bit clearer instead of. I don't know. Might have been a little harsh, but he didn't get any balls, so I don't know. I don't know. It's a close one. That's a tough one. Tillman with a terrible cross, by the way, into Jonathan Bond's hands. Bouanga was wide open on the left from Son. He was for sure. We have trouble breaking a low press block even with one more player. I know you do for sure. Should have been a foul on Segura. Yeah, it should have been. If that's what you're talking about. Ref is so trash, man. Must be investigated. I mean, maybe. I mean, the reffing has been a little. It's been very inconsistent tonight. It has been inconsistent tonight for sure. 123 people so far. So many likes we got. I think we're close to 100. We're at 54. Guys, smash the like button if you haven't already. 124 of you in here. Let's get to 100 likes. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A lot of people watching in here right now who aren't subscribers. So make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel because we got a lot of MLS content on the way you're not going to miss. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And also hit the little bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. A lot of videos post game after this as well. From my angle, it looked like he stepped on the back of his foot, but I don't know. He stepped on his calf or the back. It looked like he stepped on his Achilles. Franco, he stepped on the back of his Achilles. And I think Mr. pointed this out when the referee was looking at him. It looked like Carlos was like looking at his Achilles and like with intent, like he wanted to step on him. But that's just the way it looked. Yeah, it looks like LAC might make a change. If I were them, I definitely would make some changes. Jane says, "How is McGlynn playing?" He had a pretty good cross earlier in the game that was saved by Lloris. But other than that, haven't noticed him too much, Jaden. Honestly, he's been okay, but nothing crazy. This game's been kind of a shit show most of the match, to be honest with you. Nothing too crazy. Oof. Guilherme God, he has not been able to do anything tonight against LAFC. They've done such a good job of clamping him down. And why the hell is Tillman so far back? Why is Tillman playing left back right now? Why is he so far back? This is supposed to be their playmaker, by the way. Guy's playing left back. That's how deep he is. Kick the ball out and get Tillman off for sure. It looks like Chouanier is coming on. I'm not sure who he's coming on for, but he'll probably come off for Estakio. Oh, Valencia. David Martinez is able to get it. Oh, shoots it. Deflected. Estakio did Sony dirty there. He had 3 guys around him. So, all right. So, out of bounds. It's going to be a sub. See Chouanier's coming in. See who he comes on for. I'm assuming it'll be Estakio most likely. I doubt he comes on for Tillman. He might come on for Delgado. No, David Martinez. Oh, Boudry's coming in. Nice. So, Boudry. But they got Boudry playing right wing. Let's see. Is that Boudry? So, Boudry's 65. So, it was Boudry, not Chouanier, that was coming in. Okay. So, Boudry's coming in, and he's going to play right wing. I don't understand that at all. That's weird. It might be worse if Tillman's playing right wing, though. I mean, Tillman should not be playing right wing, and Boudry should be playing as the playmaker. They should have taken Tillman off for Boudry. Very weird substitution. I like this player, Boudry. I mean, we'll see what he can do. We'll see what he can do with the first team in a game like this. He did look good in Champions Cup for sure. But we have to consider who they're playing. Oh, Bogusz with a bad pass. Segura. Why isn't Boudry in already? I mean, David Martinez is already out. I don't understand why Boudry didn't. I don't understand why Boudry can't come in. Am I missing something? Not really sure why he's not able to come in. David Martinez already came out. It's very weird. Very, very weird. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, that's what they just said. Good call to Myathan. That's a good call. Took too long. Oh, miss hit. Yeah, so they're not going to be able to bring in Boudry until it goes out of bounds again. All right, so there's a foul. So he should be able to come in now. All right, Boudry's coming in. See what the kid can do. I mean, he's playing more in the middle, but that means Tillman's playing out wide. Tillman is not, guys. I can assure you this: if Tillman can't play as a playmaker, he sure as hell can't play on the right wing. He's not fast. He's not skilled. He has no playmaking ability. He is a terrible winger. He might be a worse winger than he is a playmaker or as a 10. I'm not even joking with you. So having him out as a out wide as a winger is a very questionable thing. Dolo was doing that last year. Very questionable. Very questionable. McGlynn. Matty Bogusz. Holmes. 70 minutes in. It's 1-0 LAFC over the Houston Dynamo. The game looks like the same despite it being 11-10. LAFC is not showing that man advantage. That's true. They're not. They have nothing in the attack. They have nothing in the attack. Rule cleared out by Tafari. They say it's a handball on Tafari. SVAR is going to look and see if it is a handball on Tafari. Vamos, one goal más. One more goal. Let's go one more goal. We'll see. They might be able to. Boudry gets his first touch of the game. .472 passes this game for LAFC. They've outpassed Houston by 250 passes in this game. Absolutely insane. Delgado, Segura. Pass back FC in full swing. Delgado. Boudry. Nice fake pass. Boudry. Sonny. Looking for Boudry, but cleared away by Houston. Estakio out wide to Palencia. Porches. Oh, Delgado. Pass to Tillman. Tillman to Segura. Segura's going to pass it out wide, probably to Denis. Denis looking for Boudry. The dummy, but went to Sonny, but he couldn't control it. Segura, 73 minutes in. LAFC's up 1-0 over Houston. Sonny was trying to force the ball into Denis. It's a bad pass, though. No, nobody can take the ball in the half turn. I don't think so. Telling you would not think this team would be a man up the way they're playing. Bad pass by Denis. Oh. Goherme just can't get anything going tonight. Can't get anything going tonight for Houston. And I said earlier he had that 2-goal game against Orlando City where he helped them win, had to brace, but Sonny gets knocked down again. Palencia cuts it back, looking for Tillman. Tillman wasn't expecting it. Tillman obviously not doing good. Goherme outrunning Estakio. He's got the pace. Uh-oh. Cuts back. Blocked by Porches. Going to be out of bounds for a corner for the Houston Dynamo. Guilherme get his best. Oh, God. Porches is laying into somebody right now. But Guilherme showing his pace and his first uh, real opportunity tonight. Hector Herrera's coming in for Holmes. I think this might be Hector Herrera's debut for this season. Maybe he played last week, but I don't think he did. I think this is Hector Herrera's 2026 debut. Hector Herrera obviously returning back from Liga MX after leaving the Houston Dynamo after the 2024 season, back after 1 year left. I think he loved Houston. See what he can do. Maybe give them a push in the final 14 and a half minutes plus added time in this game. 76 minute. Houston takes the corner. Jack McGlynn. No one's there. Boudry with a nice play. Boudry with some space. Boudry with the pass to Sonny. Beautiful pass. Pulled down. That's a red. That's a red. That's a straight red. He pulled him out. That's a red. That's a red. 100%. Yep. That's a red. That's 100% a red. That's 100% a red. The outside boot pass was crazy. That's quality. See, that's what this team is. You think Tillman's making that pass? Yeah, Son Heung-min was definitely going to score there. Or maybe I don't know, maybe he wouldn't have because, Bonds had it, but he had a chance. And that was a beautiful outside the boot pass. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. That's a clear red. Yeah, that's a clear red. Pulling him down, clear, denying clear goal scoring opportunity. I think that's a red. Yeah, I don't know. That's a bad play. That's a bad play. So that's two. Houston's down 2 men with 13 minutes left plus added time. I think it's going to be a red. Just gets denial of a goal scoring opportunity. I think it is. That was just a bad play. I mean, this could get ugly. Tell you what, if LAFC don't score another goal with Houston being down 2 men, that would be crazy. So Houston is down 2 men. They're looking at this to see if it's going to be a red card. I think it holds up. They denied a clear goal scoring opportunity. Looks like he is going to be sent off. It's going to confirm Houston's down to 10 or down to 9 men versus LAFC. LAFC's already got the lead. I would expect there to be another goal or two in the next 13 minutes. I mean, it'd have to be, right? I think there's going to be another goal or two. It's over for other MLS teams. Houston should be proud, though. I mean, my God, they look better against LAFC with it down a man than Miami looked with 11. Boudry. Oh, Estakio. Bad. Didn't put enough on it. Cleared by Houston, but they're able to. LAFC's able to win possession back. Oh, look like a foul maybe on Estakio. Wow. Sun didn't do anything. Houston defeated themselves with the assist of a bad ref. Yeah. I mean, I would say that Houston did themselves no favors. Sonny. Oh, Tillman just wide. I feel like Tillman is somehow in good standing with the club and won't lose his spot. Yeah, I mean, it seems like he won't, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see if Boudry starts playing and doing well, like that outside boot pass he had to Son Heung-min, and if David Martinez plays well, I mean, they're gonna have to make some tough decisions. I can tell you he did not come to LA to be the backup though. Boudry, that is. He did not come to LAFC to be the backup. I can tell you that. I do think it'd be sad if LAFC didn't score another goal here. I mean, literally, they're playing a team down 2 men. Oof. Oh, Boudry, he's getting pulled. Still keeps possession. Tillman can go train with the U21s. Is he good enough to do that? Segura to Denis. Oh, bad shot by Denis off of Boudry. It's gonna be a corner though. I think it was off of Boudry though. Wow, 162 people in the chat for the game. 1-0 LAFC versus Houston Dynamo. Guys, smash the like button if you haven't already. We're at 66 likes. Let's try to get to 100 before the end of this game. We got 9 minutes plus ad time. Also, I know some of you guys aren't subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got LAFC content. We got a post game. Oh, what a golazo by Estakio. Wow, what a goal. Estakio with a banger. Both midfielders with a banger tonight. Absolute banger of a goal by Estakio right there. But like I was saying, guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We got a post-game recap after this. You're not going to want to miss. Hit the little bell notification so you never miss any of our videos. Estakio with an absolute screamer outside the box to put them up 2-0 over Houston. Wow. What a screamer. So is Jonathan Bond bad when there's shots outside the box? That's his second goal tonight. He's given outside the box. I mean, my God. Now that one, the first one by Delgado was a curler. I mean, I don't know if he could have stopped that, but that was a screamer too by Estakio. But my God, 2 goals conceded outside the box. 2 goals conceded outside the box by Jonathan Bond, who was having a great night up until then. I mean, inside the box, he was golden against had 2 really good saves against Son Heung-min. And, his luck is running out. LAFC up 2-0 over the Houston Dynamo, down 2 men. Got one more in him. 7 minutes plus added time. Or if they got one more in him. Denis to Boudry. Oh, Boudry chopped down. No call, though. Oh, I guess they're going to give him a corner. Delgado was subbed out. Looks like Chouinier's coming in. Or did come in for Marky Delgado. Houston is reckless. They are. They are a reckless team for sure. Sonny over the ball, passes out to Denis. Denis crosses it. Oof, bad cross, as usual. He was looking for Porches. He was there. If he could have had a little bit better, more accuracy on it, he would have had him right there. Manny Bogusz. Oh, nice pass. Oh, good save by Lloris. Good save by Hugo Lloris. So Hollingshead came on for Palencia. Delgado came off for Schwanier. Look at Boudry actually scanning before he gets the ball and looking to play forward. Yeah, it's not what Tillman does. That's definitely not what Tillman does. McGlynn with the corner. Uh-oh. Boudry, look at Boudry run. Look at that pace. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's going to be 3 here. Look at Boudry. Boudry's got some space. Oh, Sonny. Sonny's had some bad luck tonight in front of goal. I know he's frustrated with that. Pretty impressive performance by Houston with all things considered, to be honest. I mean, oh, Sonny, the frustration run. Matty Bogusz out wide. Nice pass from Matty Bogusz. Can't get there, though. Cleared by, or Tafari's able to get to it first. Oh, Bouanga was looking for Tillman. Bad pass, though. Deflected. I think LAFC want one more. 87 minute. 2-0 LAFC over the Dynamo. I think LAFC want to try to pull one back. We want one more. They want to make it 3-0. Oh God, he had Hollingshead. Schwan or oh, Estakio. Did Bond get a hand on that? Guy's making his debut, 15 years old. I mean, the game's over, but that's still cool. A 15-year-old kid making his debut for the Houston Dynamo. I mean, what the hell were we doing at 15, right? Not playing professional soccer, I can tell you that. Making some wholesale changes, though, LAFC are in the 88th minute. Oh, nice play by Sonny. Able to get his own rebound. Wow. Cleared by Houston, though. It's funny, the pass of the game didn't even lead to a goal. The best assist didn't even lead to a goal. Is it really an assist if the guy didn't score? Is it really an assist? It's interesting. Oh, nice play. Oh, nice play by Sonny. Oh, 15-year-old on the pitch. Bogusz. Oh, So close. 90th minute plus added time. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes of added time in this game. Oh, nice play by Matty Bogusz. Oof. He should have passed, though. How would you rate LAFC's performance? Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to do a post game after this live stream, and I'm going to give my thoughts on this game. I'll give my performance. So obviously some nuance because they're playing, Houston's playing down 2 men, but I'll give my breakdown of this match after the game. Five minutes left of added time. We all saw that, Safari. Boudry. Oh, Sonny to Boudry. Can Boudry get his first goal? Nope. Jonathan Bond has been golden inside the box. He's been golden. Every goal that Jonathan Bond has conceded today has been outside of the box. And when it's in the goal, one-on-one, guy has been golden. He's been their best player tonight. Houston. He's been Houston's best player for sure tonight. Jonathan Bond, that is. They're just running out the clock now. Pucci runs like Inspector Gadget. That's crazy. He's an awkward runner. Adrian says this ends as a draw 7 out of 10 times if it was 11 versus 11, to be honest. I mean, I can't disagree with that for the most part. I mean, and we'll talk about that in the second half. I mean, or in the post game, but I mean, the down a man, down 2 men definitely did help. It definitely did help. Two and a half minutes left of added time in this game. Expected goal for LAFC is 1.43, and Houston's been 1.12. I would even say a player of the match. Let's see. Who did you say was the player of the match? I would even say a player. Oh, you want me to? Okay, you want me to say who my player of the match is for this game? Yeah, I'll do that in the post game. I'll tell you who I think. I normally do. I normally do give my player of the match in the post game. I'll tell you who I think was the best, the worst, all that stuff. Minute and a half until end of regulation. Minute and a half of added time left. It's 2-0. Just run out the clock. I mean, this game's over. LAFC's up 2-0. Houston they're down 2 men. No way that they're going to make a comeback. But I did think it was my halftime readjusted prediction was 2-0. I thought it was probably going to be something like that. Can Sonny pull one back? Oh, Sonny just wide. Sonny's he's having bad luck tonight. You can tell he's frustrated. He is definitely very frustrated. He's had very bad luck. Oh, you're saying that a Bond man of the match? Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Without him, this game would be way uglier than what it is. So yeah, Jonathan Bond definitely man of the match. Yeah, Sonny cannot. He's not lucky tonight. He's had a lot of bad luck tonight. I'll be curious to see how many shots Son Heung-min had tonight. I want to say he's had 4, 5, maybe. He has had some very bad luck tonight. And that's the final whistle. LAFC have beaten the Houston Dynamo 2-0 on the road in their second game of the season. And they were down 2 men, Houston, and they're still able to get the win. You got to get a win however you can. Hope you guys enjoyed this watch long. If you did, make sure you like this down below. Subscribe to the channel before you head out if you haven't already. Also, be on the lookout. We'll be doing a post-game recap in the next 20 to 30 minutes, so be on the lookout for that. Hope you all have a great night. And until next time, I will see you all soon.